Thank you for joining me today for your beginner's guide to Hatha Yoga. We're going to start in child's pose, either bringing the feet and knees together or opening up of the knees. This is actually your resting pose, so at any point during this workout, if you need a little bit of a break, this is the position to come into. Really reach those arms forward and then start to walk the fingers over to the right hand side, elongating the left hand side of the body. We're then going to walk those fingers back to center and over to the other side. Always make a point of reaching to the furthest point to get the most out of each stretch. And then let's walk those fingers back to center. We're going to push up onto all fours, so bring those hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. We're coming into our cat and cow, so as you breathe in, lift up the chest, push the bottom away, and fill the lungs up with fresh air. As we exhale, pull the belly button up, rounding the spine, and tuck that chin in. Continue to move through these two poses with your breath, feeling that stretch down the full front and back of your torso. We will do 2 more cat and cows, making the most out of that stretch and really filling the lungs up and pushing all the air out. Excellent. Let's come into a neutral spine, and as we inhale, reach that right arm up, really rotating those shoulders, and then exhale, thread the arm all the way through, feeling that stretch in the spine. Again, inhale, lift that arm up, and exhale, bring the hand down to the ground. We're going to go over to the other side, so work with your breath. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. And one more. And bring your hand back up to the ground, bringing it underneath your shoulders. Let's tuck those toes under as we lift up the hips and come into our first downward facing dog. So a few things to think about here. Really bend those knees and focus on a straight back. Spread your fingers very wide and push some of the weight into the index finger and your thumb. When you are ready, start to pedal the feet, pushing one heel down and then the other, but also focus on pulling those shoulders away from the ears and trying to get a really sharp point up at your tailbone. As you inhale, transfer the weight to the left foot and step the right foot all the way forward between the two hands. Always make sure that your heel is directly underneath your knee. Now we're going to lower the back knee, still pushing the hips as far forward as we can. Right hand comes to the knee as you rotate the body, and if you would like to, you may extend your right arm up towards the sky, and you can take your eye line either up to that hand or down to the ground or straight forward. We're going to bring our hand back down to the ground and then rocking the hips back, straightening that front leg. Reach your chest towards your toe. Feel that stretch behind the back leg and then push those hips forward, transferring the stretch into the back leg. We're going to do 2 more of these, so rock the hips back and then rock them forward. 1 more. Excellent. Tuck your back toe under as you push up into a long lunge, then step that foot forward and roll up as you exhale, letting your arms and head hang heavy. We're going to stand here in mountain pose just for a couple of breaths. Close the eyes and refocus your breath. On your next exhale, tuck the chin in and roll all the way down. Place your hands down onto the ground and step both feet back into a plank position. Now drop the knees. Now we're going to go through chaturanga, so make sure that the elbows, when they bend, they remain over the wrists, not like this, so don't let them go backwards. So we're going to lower the body in one straight line all the way down to the ground. tuck those elbows in, and as you inhale, lift up the chest into your baby cobra, and exhale, lie flat back down. We're going to push up onto all fours, but careful not to lift up the chest into a back bend. We want to push into the knees and the hands at the same time, so lifting those hips at the same time as our shoulders. Tuck those toes under and let's push up into a downward dog. Remember, pull those shoulders away from the ears, and with your next inhale, let's take the left leg and step it all the way forward between our hands. Now you can use your hands to help bring that foot forward to ensure that the knee is directly above the heel. Lower your back knee, make sure your right hand is flat, and take the left hand to your knee as you rotate your shoulders over the left knee. If you would like to extend the left arm up towards the sky, feel free to do so while pushing those hips forward and feeling that stretch in your back leg. Let's bring that hand down and then rocking the hips back, straighten the front leg, lift up the toe, feel that stretch in the hamstring, and then push back forward, really pushing those hips forward. Now, if you're feeling any pressure in that back knee, feel free to push some of the weight into your back foot, thereby sharing the weight between the knee and the foot. That was your last one. So tuck the toe under at the back, push up into a long lunge, and step all the way forward. Again, you're going to hang between your legs here, but this time let's grab hold of the legs and try and pull yourself down. Now you can grab onto the legs wherever you can reach, and you might not be folded in half, but that's okay. Release the arms and roll up through the spine. Let the arms and the head hang heavy. As you get to the top, roll those shoulders, stand up tall, take a deep inhale, and exhale. Let's roll all the way back down again. Place those hands onto the ground and step the feet back into your plank position. Lower the knees, and as we exhale, we go through chaturanga. Remember to keep those elbows over the wrists. As you inhale, come into a baby cobra, and exhale, push up onto all fours, remembering to keep those hips and shoulders in one line. Back into downward facing dog. Pull those shoulders away from the ears, spread your fingers, lift up the tailbone. Lift up your heels and then push both of them down before walking your hands to the back and rolling up through the spine. Inhale as you get to the top, and then let's come to a seated position. I like to cross my ankles and sit straight down, but you can come down any way that suits you. So extend one leg out to the side while bringing one foot in towards your torso and walk your fingers forward. Now careful not to allow that extended leg to roll in, so try and rotate from the hip, keeping the knee looking up towards the sky, and just walk those hands as far forward as feels comfortable for you. And we walk those hands back up. You're now going to rotate your shoulders so that you're looking square on that extended leg, and you're going to walk your hands down that leg, trying to grab the outside of the leg with the opposite arm. Excellent. Now walk back up, and we're going to change legs. So bring your one leg in and extend the other leg. Again, we're going to walk forward, easing into the stretch. And once you get into a position, if you feel that that stretch eases up, you can walk your hands a little bit further. Breathe through it. And remember that it should not be painful, but it should be mildly uncomfortable. And walk those hands back up. Now again, rotate those shoulders to look at your extended leg and walk your hands down that leg, reaching to the furthest point that you can, and then use your leg to help pull yourself down. Walk your hands back up and bring your extended leg in towards the center. Take a deep inhale And exhale, take the hands behind the back, lift up the chest to the sky, opening up the shoulders and the chest. And then take an inhale, reaching the arms up, and exhale, bring those arms out in front of you, pulling the belly button back and rounding the shoulders. Inhale, lift up, take a nice wide stretch with the arms and take it over to the side. Push both hips down into the ground as you reach that top arm and then take it over to the other side. Now take one more deep inhale, reach those arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for joining me for your practice today. Namaste.